Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Wicked Games. Roll the intro. Okay.
Roll the intro, guys, not the other stuff, please.
Well, on that note, ladies and gentlemen, you can really see who is in front of us. Mr. Praneeth Hanumantu.
ఎవరు వచ్చి షాల్వా కూడా కప్పితే బాగుంది ఇప్పుడు అటు నుంచి అట్లాంటి ఫీలింగ్ వస్తుంది నాకు.
Shalana, we will definitely do that. If we were there, we would have done it. If AI and graphics would have allowed us, we would have done it.
Jesus,
How are you
it's
now?
really
How are you
good, bro.
doing?
I can't believe this.
Doing good. Thank you for having me on this podcast. This is the only highlight of an otherwise lazy Sunday. So thanks for giving me something to look forward to.
I mean,
Oh God.
you gave us
Yeah,
something to
we
look
are
after
so
for a
grateful
lazy
for you to
week
be.
or a lazy month.
Yes, thank you so much, guys. Really means a lot.
I'll still go slap myself to actually make sure that it's reality because I can't believe that it's really him sitting here in the same
Oh,
meeting.
I thought in content ఎన్నాళ్ళు చూడాలని కొట్టుకున్నాడు అనుకున్నా. Thanks, Ra.
I don't think I'm not sure if Rushil told you this, but we've been planning, like we've been wanting you to come for like a very long time.
I would have, but then like I gave one interview for like this channel, and after that I felt like I told everything that I had to. There is like nothing else to. I haven't done anything significant since then, so I didn't know what else I'll talk. But and then I realized you guys views are anyway less, so I'm like not enough people are gonna watch it, so I think we can be free and
Oh
just
my
talk.
God.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Now that you're here,
That
they'll watch.
No,
We'll
it's
definitely get some reality checks.
it's actually very liberating to be like on spaces like this because you can just talk. Like when you know so many people are watching, like you're just so conscious about like how you'll be interpreted and all of that stuff. So you tend to play safe. Arey, it's like those songs in movies that are so underrated and like those undiscovered stuff.
Like
Nice to be in that
dubbing
space.
from Naredi dubbing of TOS.
అట్లా ఉండిపోకుండా it'll be like one of those sweet undiscovered stuff.
Yeah.
I hope so.
I mean,
man.
I think you're gonna be the golden hat. I mean, we got Likit on the episode and helped us, and now you're gonna be there. So hopefully,
Tell me what are you let's talk about you. Tell me like what is your goal with this podcast? Like you want to hit the big numbers or you just want to like have casual good conversations with people?
I think priority number one has always been casual, good conversations. It's always been that. It's always been have conversations with people who are really interesting and somehow get an understanding of how different fields of life really work. And ఇప్పుడు with you, we can really delve into how the streaming network works, how that side of industry works, and it's also about at the end of the day, Ma Mugurki, the three of us, the crux has always been movies and filmmaking and it's pop culture and whatnot. So having some meaningful conversations out of it, and not only just we're not just here to like spread information to everyone because, like you mentioned, not a lot of people listen to us, but it's also for our own understanding that we can understand.
Yeah, so
people
it's
out
nice
there.
that your primary thing is to have conversations and not to like reach big because most of the stuff I avoid, like collaborations or whatever, it's like they want to get me on because like just for a shout out or just for some visibility or whatever. But it's nice when the primary intention is to like talk and get to know the other person than just having someone on for like the clout or whatever.
Yeah, no, definitely. In fact, when we were talking about getting you on the podcast, our high or the hype was never about, oh, a big person is gonna come on the podcast, we're gonna have huge numbers. It's always been about, hey, and we can talk so many things with him. We can talk about this, we can talk about that. We were like literally jotting down topics and really going at it.
That's nice. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
And also, it might come off like I'm flexing, but not really. I'm just trying to give elevation to these guys that their vibe is really nice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
I
you.
mean,
Please coming that from
Finally, a
you.
compliment to our podcast.
Yeah.
I think if you flex, it's absolutely fine. I don't think it's an issue.
Yeah.
No, yes,
If
I'm
we
just.
flex, it's an issue because this.
But yeah,
But like,
Yeah.
okay, to
So,
start off with the main crux of the topics, crux of the episodes, we really want to understand how you started off. What was your life before streaming, before YouTube? How did everything, just start, and where did you see it clicking?
it was
Go ahead, Karan.
very random, guys. There is really no planning or strategy. It was I used to try experiment with a lot of things unconsciously. Like it was not like a conscious thing, but I get bored very easily. So maybe that's why I keep jumping from things to things. So I used to be a law student, but that didn't work
whoa,
out.
Oh,
Yeah, so I was like, I can't do this for the next 10 years.
జాతిరత్నంలో చిట్టి అనమాట.
Yeah, exactly her. నా చిట్టీలు పట్టుకొని పాస్ అయ్యే బ్యాచ్.
సెక్షన్ నంబర్ తప్ప బస్ నంబర్
Yeah,
చెప్తుంది.
only 420 I
ఓ.
know. The So I was like, I can't like forget like future like 10, 15 years or whatever. I can't see myself doing this for the next 5 years also. So I gave some interviews like as part of placement stuff, but I was like, it's not gonna happen. Like the kind of skill set I had, and the kind of
demand.
uh, placements I was getting, the what is the packages. I was like,
Uh-huh.
this much though I can make without law only, bro. Like it's not like some fancy ass package I was getting.
Right.
So it wasn't so much that I
Correct.
can
Correct.
follow that.
Fair
So
enough.
like
Fair
fuck
enough.
it, let's just do something. I'll make this any other outside anyway.
Right. So when you took that decision, was your first goal to start off with YouTube? Like, let's just start streaming.
No. I was back then I wanted to be a film editor, so there
Oh,
was
right.
that
Editor.
also.
Right.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
I
of the
now
think I
short
think that
films.
played. I think that really took shape to a certain extent, which we will cover later on.
Yeah. Editing has always like been the core skill that I was kind of applying to everything. Like streaming, also editing helped. I
Hmm.
was cutting trailers and like teasers back then, so for that also editing
yeah.
helped.
Yeah.
I worked on feature films, so my skill got better over there. So editing has always been there. So whatever I want to do later, also I think I will hold on to editing as the core.
Yeah, and this is something new, right? Like because like people who are interested towards like the creative space, at least this filmmaking space, they first eye on like direction or something like that.
Or
Yeah, even
even
I also
But
writing.
tried.
editing,
Yeah, even I also
editing
tried.
is
Like, but I realized it's too much effort. So I was like, sitting and editing on a laptop was way more. I mean, it had its own challenges, but it's still physically less taxing than. So I did my first two short films
Mhm.
and I
okay.
edited them
How did
myself.
how did
So I
that go?
realized I enjoy. Yeah, it hasn't aged well, I would say.
Is
The
it
short
still
film has,
available?
It is
yeah.
on YouTube. People in comments, please find that link and put in the comments. I'm not going to say it.
Why we'll only find it and put it in the
We'll
description
only
for
find it.
everyone to watch.
Yeah.
Go for it. All the best. I can guarantee your next 20 minutes.
Oh wait, one of your short films came out in 2020, right? If I'm not wrong.
That was my third, I think, shot. And I think
Uh,
that was my last. After that, I haven't done anything.
right. I mean, if you really believe that your short films haven't aged well, but your skill really has aged well. I
I
mean,
hope so. Thank you
it
so
Oh no,
much.
definitely
it
has.
really
Definitely.
definitely has. Yeah, definitely has. So
I
I,
yeah. No, go ahead, go
I
ahead.
I wanted to yeah I want to just ask how like from YouTube space you just pivoted and then ended up cutting like trailers and working for feature films and how was that thing
No,
going on and like
trailers happened before. YouTube happened later.
before
Like I
happened.
was.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
so you were cutting
I mean,
trailers
I
for
mean,
future films.
it was like kind of parallel. So I was working under this feature film editor called Raviteja Girijala. So over there, I met a lot of
Oh,
industry folks. I worked for Falakna
Right.
Madas and Broche Vada Vadala.
really?
Yeah.
Okay, this
Oh
is
wow,
new.
Yeah.
this is new.
Oh fuck.
We this did
You
not
can
come up
also
in
you
our
can
research.
also you can also see my name in Falaknamada's credits in like the opening credits, assistant editor. So Praneeth
Okay.
Hanumantu and bracket lo it'll be Feel Mama because that was my screen name back then. So
Oh.
that was my Insta ID back then. So I used to think like, oh, if someone catches my name and see the
Name.
bracket Feel Mama, they will look me up on Instagram. That was my social media engagement marketing back then.
On a very large scale, may I add, this is not very small marketing.
I mean, Feel Mama
Yeah.
is not my Insta username anyway, but still,
Anyway,
it's like one of those things you write on a monument. For good or bad, it's just stuck on there, like Feel Mama.
Feel
Oh
Mama loves
damn.
Sirisha with
Feel
heart and
Mama
then
loves
arrow emoji.
movies, guys.
Movies, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, there's nothing happening
What
on
is
that side of
what
spectrum.
now?
That sort of like relationships
Like
tricky.
Love
Relationship
Sirisha
spectrum.
Zone.
Sirisha zone, yeah.
Oh wow, that was too. What is this coffee with Karan? Oh man, life is good.
Life
Nothing
is good.
serious.
Wonderful. I think we got our answer. Just leave it there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing serious is an average playboy's
Yeah.
go-to
Every
Average
answer.
celebrity,
playboys
It's like
motto
every
of
nothing,
celebrity
people.
on coffee with Karan.
nothing serious, guys. Nothing
Yeah, we just
serious.
friends.
Just
We're just
friends.
friends.
The whole Say Hari troll videos were rolling out when you were making those troll, like, roast videos and reaction videos. And then suddenly the lead actor came into the stream.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I think that's how the
Harsh
thing started.
Kanumalli.
And yeah, so, and I thought, and then I found out that you edited the trailer for them.
Yeah, so it's like very small world kind of a thing. Sahari's editor was Raviteja Girijala. At that point of time, I already
Okay.
branched out from him,
Got
but
it,
this
got it.
common link was there. So I don't remember like I got in touch or they got in touch, but somehow this marriage happened.
So, considering how many collabs you've gotten so far in terms of like just the YouTube space with filmmakers, with actors, and multiple streamers, don't do you, and now you're also open to doing movies, right? Do you think at some point you will be caged in this YouTube streamer community and you will not be given an opportunity to work in movies or anything like that? Or are you like, do you
Uh,
fear that?
Not really. I think like even film industry people are like looking for people on YouTube who have a big base because makers know that this YouTuber being in the film is like an add-on bonus for them also. Like they can reach
Right.
out to
Bring the audiences to the theater.
bring a newer section of audience because of
True.
this person's numbers and engagement.
Hmm.
So that is there. So there's no shame in like film industry is not like looking down on, at least from my experience, they're not really looking down on. In fact, they're looking
Great.
for like creators.
Hmm.
I mean, they're expecting like bigger numbers. Like someone
True,
with
true.
a larger following will obviously have a more edge than someone with a low following. But they're like Bhagavant Kesari team has done with like promotions with social media team, right? Like social media creators, right? With Friday shots and all this stuff.
Yeah.
So they are pretty much open. And everybody's bored of this like what do you say, very conventional formal like ఎలా ఉన్నారు experience ఎలా ఉంది kind of basic interviews, so they want to collaborate with creators so that they'll do some quirky stuff.
Oh,
True.
that's
Yeah.
mad.
That
That's
that
mad.
is true.
Yeah.
I mean, your
That's
biggest
great.
example was Vaiva Harsha, no? He was doing YouTube and then films.
Yeah, Vaiva Harsha is like, I
He's
think
like,
he's moved away from YouTube at this point,
yeah,
but
now he's not
Yeah.
Yeah.
active. Yeah.
okay,
Correct. Correct.
Yeah.
But
mad movie lo, there's a lot of social media like creators who have
Yeah.
been cast as the main cast, so that's nice.
True.
yeah, I've
Do you think these
heard pretty
creators
great
get
things about Mad.
And also small leak, I'm also acting in a movie.
what
Whoa!
really?
I don't know
Which
if I don't want to like just put it out and like later like my parts would be cut. I'm like, hey, na scene ladra. So I don't want to like hopefully I
Okay,
won't
wait.
be
So
edited
can you
out.
give more details regarding it?
No.
Oh God.
I mean,
What? No, we want to know.
This is such an out of the blue bomb. You can't just throw. You
Yeah.
just don't throw something
The
like that
thing
and
is,
expect
I
growth.
don't want. The thing is, I don't want to say the name and specify the jinx, bro. So like, when it officially, I know that I'm going to be like there in the movie. Like, I will put it out. But
Okay, fair enough. You don't have to tell us the movie's title and the actors and everything, but like anything, something subtle that would not
it's
get you
gonna
Like
to
come.
who's
bucket.
backing? Who's
It's
backing
gonna
it?
come
Who's
in. It's
backing
gonna
it?
come in theaters. That much I know.
Oh, bro,
Hey,
come on.
Anna.
Oh, no shit.
No, I mean it's not like some OTT short film or whatever. It's gonna come on screens.
Right.
That's
I
Who's
mean,
Which we
backing
will
literally,
it?
if I'm
Can we
definitely
know
there,
book our
that?
tickets and
Can we
go.
know? Can we know that? Who's backing it?
Yeah, production company.
not like Vijay or whatever, like some indie production house only. But it is a feature, guys. I'm glad about that.
Yeah.
Damn. Congratulations.
Wow.
I
Has
mean,
the
I've
movie
only done
shooting?
one day of shoot.
Oh, shooting started.
Oh,
One
Nice.
day of shoot I did, yeah. It was
that's
really fun,
Nice.
great.
guys.
I was
Is your
gonna
role like
ask.
a? I just
Yeah,
want to ask
like
one thing. Is your role like a
yeah.
supporting actor or the lead actor?
So directors say like even the guy who's gonna die in 5 minutes also is like the most important role, right? So
Uh,
from what he's told me, it seems like it's an important role, but I might be there for 30 seconds of the movie. We'll never know till the movie
but
comes.
30% of the. Okay, wait. You're saying you
30
you'll
30
complete
seconds.
30
seconds.
seconds.
30
Seconds.
percent I'm not sure.
Right.
Oh, damn.
That's
Looking forward.
That's great. That's great news. So with this, like, do you have? I, I hope you give the like a proper answer. Are you gonna like direct a feature film? Is it in your head?
No, I don't want to direct. I mean, I want to be part of movies, but probably not in the direction capacity. I don't know if I can passionately hold on to something. Like writing is like you got to travel with it for like how many, like 7 8 months, right? So I think I'll get bored in the process. Like, why am I doing this? So
Okay.
editing is like, I think it's more
Fast.
shorter in duration, the
right.
commitment. You can also say that about relationships.
Sirisha. Bye
I'm opening up too much, guys. But yeah.
Oh no, we love this. This is absolutely
Oh my God,
amazing.
this
This
is
is
too
too
good.
good. Okay, okay, I'll just throw a
Uh,
statement out there, which is very much a well-known statement. The editor's table is just another, is just the second part of directing. What would you say about that?
Yeah, definitely, man. There are instances where, like, there are cases where the director also depends so much on the editor. Um,
correct.
yeah, and sometimes like the entire film gets like a new shape in the editing table. So that's what they say, right? Movie happens first on the
Yeah,
writing table and then on the editing table. So, and I personally enjoy that process of like just making something out of like random footages.
it's funny
So
because
yeah,
I absolutely love doing the same.
Yeah.
yeah. I bro, shout out to this guy. I mean, so like off like random shout out, but this guy called Jasti I discovered yesterday.
Okay,
Do you know him?
jazz. No, I don't think
No,
I
no,
know.
no,
Please,
no.
I'll put his name in the description or whatever. I'll send the link.
Yeah,
But like that guy is doing crazy as vlogs, which give the same feeling of putting random footage together into like a nice, cute, like 10 11 minute vlog. That's
uh-huh.
ideally how vlogs should be, I feel like,
Yeah, true.
and I'm
Yeah,
really
yeah.
enjoying his vlogs.
I mean, no one is sitting there and
I
waiting
used
for you.
to, huh?
Yeah, exactly. No one is waiting to sit and tell, listen, idli తిన్నాను ఇవాళ చట్నీ చాలా బాగుంది.
Yeah. And there is like no, like for the lack of a better word, like literally no filmmaking involved, right? They're literally just holding a camera and just
Yeah.
rotating it wherever they're rotating and they're just adding a voiceover.
Yeah, true.
But this thing is like the music is nicely done and the cuts are nice and it's very nice. I was enjoying. So back then I used to do this for the first channel called Picture Light Vlogs, which were basically this.
Right.
This was from law school only, basically,
Oh, okay.
where like whatever random farewell footage and like college footage, everything I used to like make them
It's all
into.
frustration and all you were capturing.
You can say
All
so.
the,
It used to
all
have all
the-
emotions. Everything that I was going through,
yeah.
like it used to capture everything. So this guy's vlogs are really good. Shout out to that guy.
We'll definitely we'll put it in the description. We'll definitely. But then don't you think editors also need to be given like a huge amount of credit, considering how credit system works and like filming? Editors also need to take at least a good chunk of the cake.
Yeah, correct.
Uh, Ideally, yeah, but it's not an ideal world. So unfortunately,
I mean, there are definitely some really well-known
no, like
editors. Like,
it's like the right directors who value each and every department, they will unconsciously, obviously, like they will give, like you don't need to tell them, like Shekhar Kamula, like he respects each and every department, and he acknowledges everyone, not because he thinks like this department needs to acknowledge everything. Like it's just everybody needs to be acknowledged, that kind of thing. So
true.
editors also like should. The thing is, like basically everybody has this notion, right? Like editors are like sitting in air conditioned rooms, and like they're not having the physical stress of a cinematographer or like production designer or whatever.
Hmm.
So I think, and directors, I think, I don't know, they might be egoistic people, right? Where they just want to like take అంతా నేనే చేశాను రా నాదే సినిమా.
And also,
And
I
they
hope
will
that
not, then
changes. I hope
they
that
will not
changes.
they will not give credit to anyone, like or even the music director. I don't want to take
oh,
names, but
it's a personal,
music,
I think they're speaking from personal experience or like you've seen it happening.
yeah.
Oh,
People in the comments will know what I'm talking about. Pretend above.
We'll find out. I think
Yeah.
podcast వచ్చి comment లో answers వెతుక్కోమని చెప్పిన first guest మీరే.
Hey, I'm just trying to build your engagement, man. Hey.
Yeah, no, definitely. We'll take that also. um, I think,
I
yeah,
I
go on.
actually wanted to know about the journey of Pitch Kathalu, like
Yeah.
the from the inception of what you thought in your head, and did you ever imagine it would go to a scale like it has right now currently? So yeah,
No.
just like go through all of that.
So, I mean, like nothing that goes big, it will start with the thing of like, okay, this is going to go big, man, at least in my case. And unfortunately, things that I thought will go big will not go big. So I think that's the sad reality of life. But back then, I was just in the mode of like, want to create live interaction models of like where you start talking to people. This was also the time I was doing Triple S, which is Samohika Solu Sangam live, which also was like, now what I'm doing with Not Therapy, it was like a little
Rod.
like a raw version of that. So intention was always like just let's just talk to people. Pitch Kadal also was that, and it just so happened that it clicked, man. I think all the filmmakers who ended up coming from the fifth or fourth episode, they all saw the genuinity of like and the scope of like what this could be. So they were kind enough to join. And like I would like to give credit to them also. Speaking of giving credit, I think all the filmmakers have given it some kind of legitimacy. I think they also deserve credit.
Yeah.
And it was literally a natural progression. Like season one literally just stopped abruptly after 9 episodes. So
Yeah.
the purpose of season two was just now if we are doing a new season, it can't be like a random like series that just stops. Like let's have like a beginning and an end to this thing, like some kind of mini reality show kind of stuff on YouTube. But
Do you want to give more? You don't want to give clarification on the third part of Pitch Kathalu again here for the
Yeah,
people who
yeah.
are listening?
Oh, third part
so
only.
third thing, it's not Pitch Kadalu like season three or whatever. Like this time, it's Pitch. I'm planning to launch Pitch Kadalu as a production house, which makes short films.
Right. Siddharth,
So
remove scripts, Rahul. We
guys,
have a
please
lot
send
of
in
scripts.
to
Oh God.
www.pitchkadalu.com. Please send in your log lines and pitch and synopsises.
Yeah, I will put it on the description.
Yeah. No, even telling you guys also, please do send.
We will definitely do.
No,
We
no, of
have
course, of course.
bastal
We
ఉన్నాయి
have
మన
a
దగ్గర.
lot of them.
Yeah, so I feel like
And
season one and season two, it was more of a like a crowd show kind of a thing where they have to like not just tell their story but engage the audience also. So it was very, um, for the lack of a better word, what do I say it? Like very unintentionally fun. Like at some points you won't
correct.
take somebody seriously when they should be taken seriously.
Ironically, basically,
Yeah.
ironically,
Yeah, yeah.
it's funny.
So yeah, but it's still kind like everybody need not be a good narrator, right? Like they might still have a good story,
True,
but
true.
I,
their story, yes. Siddharth gar baga emotional etra japra.
Yeah.
no, it just came to my head. I wanted to know, Ante, you must have gone through so many pitches and so many synopses. Which was that one story that you were like, "Appa, వీడింకా సొల్లు ఎప్పుడు ఆపుతాడురా" అని చెప్పి, and which was the one that actually like, "Oh fuck, this is something that is, this just blew my mind."
I feel
So
like there
like
would have
two
been
of
a
them.
lot.
One is definitely this murder shit, bro. Like I don't know why people write about murders. Like I'm not saying they should really experience a murder in their life to write about murder, but it's literally like some newspaper article they make into a movie. Like I don't see any personal like why they want to tell the story aspect when someone is like coming up with a story. Like
Can you
even
like
if it
pitch it to
hasn't,
us?
huh?
Can you like pitch it to us? Do you remember?
Lot of murder pictures, bro. Like they will have like elements like protagonist who hasn't done a murder, but like that murder charge has been put on him. So how will he come out of that thing and investigate who has actually done the murder? These are some standard elements. I'm like, I don't care, bro.
That doesn't
Bro,
sound like
I don't
red to
care.
me.
Like
Right.
this is kind of like pretty much where it's circulating, man. Like if not exactly this, but these elements will definitely be there. Like
I think a
somebody
lot
from the
of people really fixate on plot twists. So they really,
yeah.
even if it's a murder story, they really do want to, you know, they want to throw the audience away with something and then, show that, put a surprise element in some or the other.
Yeah, or like they're like kind of fascinated by like any psychotic or like like psycho killer shit. So they want to have like
Ah.
some. He has a fetish for people's nails. Like they just hold on to like something so random and they think, oh, it'll be so cool. Like
Mm.
just because they've seen Ratsasan or Seven or whatever. So I see more of like let's imitate that than really
Yeah.
trying to like tell what comes naturally to them.
Then in that case, do you think Hit 2 was following the same format? Did you like Hit 2?
Yeah, do you like it too?
Yeah, it was decent. Like the thing was like Hit is a different case because he was trying to set up a whole new universe, right? So
Mm.
everything is linked to the other. These people are sending these murder mystery stories for short films, bro. For 20 minutes, like they
Oh,
have all this murder movies
bro.
set in West Bengal.
Oh, lead
ఆడిష్టం
actor is Pawan Kalyan.
Something Pavan Kalyan, Mahesh Babu, multi-star they'll write.
Oh, jam.
Like these are all like popcorn ideas, bro. Like ఇట్లా random గా popcorn తింటూ సమోసాలు తింటూ you just like talk about this. But
Yeah, yeah.
really when it comes down to writing story, like at least majority of them are not being serious enough, and that's bad.
And I,
Oh, damn, damn.
to
So
follow up
And
Siddharth,
Pitch Kathalu, I want to kind of start making a pool of the serious ones.
right.
And
correct. Yeah.
people who really want to make than just like faff about it.
And my follow-up was that, sorry, Nenucha, I have so many questions in my mind. So, with with the with like the plethora of films that you've seen, what do you think is like the difference between, let's say, our industry and like the Tamil industry? And do you think like they have an advantage? I don't have anything against Tamil industry. I love watching them, their films, and I really adore them. But it's just that from your perspective, I want to know, do you think what is the advantage that they have over us, and what do you think are our advantages that we have over them and we should work on?
Mm,
Because
I think in Tamil industry the volume of new filmmakers is really high, and the kind of films that they are doing are Like they at least in terms of first films, they're trying to kind of break out of the box and do something crazy.
Yeah,
But
that is
in
exactly what I feel. Yeah,
I mean in Telugu also like we are getting, but I don't know, they're very few and far in between.
correct.
Like
I
yeah, you
asked
were saying.
No, I feel this was the exact opinion that even I shared. Like I was going to say the same thing, but I also feel that in Tamil industry, uh, the like there's this environment where various directors, no matter irrespective of whether it's their film or someone else's, I know that they work together. Like you know what I mean. Let's say I'm working on a film, and I know like Rushil personally, and he also gives his viewpoints about my film, and we share like ideas back and forth. And this nature, I feel, is really working well with them.
Like you
collaborative
mean
nature,
you mean
basically.
within filmmakers or like within the filmmaker and the crew?
Like within filmmakers, various filmmakers, like let's
Okay.
like a Lokesh and Karthik Subbaraj were
Hmm.
discussing their own individual stories and
Yeah.
trying to make sure that only like films come out really better,
Basically, very
irrespective of whether
holistic
it's
and
your film or my
collaborative
film.
environment that exists in that industry.
Yeah,
True.
I feel like that is missing. That's my opinion. So, and that's going to like really help
I
boost
think I
the
think
creativity.
all the so-called new age filmmakers in our industry are also like friendly with each other. I don't think we I don't think we have like any clear aversion towards each other or like that. But yeah, I see your point
You know, it's
that
very funny because
Yeah.
when so there are two things. First thing is when I notice about the new age, whenever we address new age, coming of age filmmakers in our industry, the Telugu film industry, or like the new filmmakers in our Telugu film industry, and then the upcoming filmmakers in the Tamil film industry. Whenever we address them in the Tamil film industry, it always feels like they're coming and joining the industry and they're all together, irrespective of the collaborative nature or not. It's just very inclusive. It just feels very inclusive. But whenever we
Inclusive.
talk about coming of age filmmakers or the new filmmakers in our industry, it feels like they're all together because they feel rebellious towards all the big filmmakers, and there's
that is
always like a separation.
that is so
There
true.
is,
Yeah, that
there
is
is, yeah,
I understand. I know where you're coming from. But
yeah. So
let's not take names.
let's
But
not.
I think I think there is still some. I think the intention has to be to at some point, like from what you like from what you're taking off from what you're saying, you need to become part of the system to change the system also. Like you can't
True.
always be on the outside just shitting and like be the rebel outside the box. But if you really want to like make a difference in the mainstream, I think you need to be part of the mainstream or be within the system and like what do you
Correct,
say?
correct, correct.
Incorporate change.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun until you become the devil that you actually know despised once. That is the scary part.
Yeah, it's pretty scary. But I think it all comes down to like has your core intention remained the same of like making good cinema? Like see if you again become part of the mainstream and you become the devil that you despised, then
Then
that's a
there was no
different thing.
point
Then there's no
with all
point.
the
It's
effort and
yeah.
yeah.
Like I think Shaker Kamal, I keep taking his example, but like he has somehow managed to maintain his integrity of like a genuine filmmaker even after becoming part of the mainstream. So that's
Correct,
nice.
correct,
But audience have to be more open to give a shot. Like that's what I'm saying. Like I think
correct.
audience are definitely changing,
Yeah.
but I think the change is like still kind of restricted in like they might find a movie really good, but they're like theater ke lane చూస్తానులే అది లైట్లే.
Yeah.
So I think even if you don't like something, I think we should be in the mindset of like let's give it a shot. We should be open, and I think that's where the chain reaction will start of good cinema coming. Because all the mainstream successful filmmakers, if they're saying I can do that, but if audience don't come and watch me, what is the point of doing it?
And that was my second question. With now with the audience again, coming back to the whole Tamil and Telugu industries, I think the stories that come out from the roots of the Tamil industry are very grounded. They're very much, very true to their own community, which is also very receptive to other parts of the country as well. But when a similar thing is replicated in our industry, we get very rare gems of movies like Balagam. We
Yeah,
have
yeah, yeah, yeah.
those
Recently,
kind of
there's Month
movies.
of Madhu that is really like, I think, clicked.
Month of Month. I think Praneeth has very strong opinions.
I'm so conflicted, man. The thing is, at least I
No,
went and watched it in theaters, right? So I'm at
oh, damn,
least
okay.
glad about that.
Are you like waiting for the hype to like settle down so that you can give your opinions on it?
No, I have put out a like the thing is I try to give out an opinion based on what I feel like right after coming. So I have put out my opinion. So I don't know if what I feel is an unpopular opinion or a popular opinion because like enough people haven't watched it. But
Yeah,
the
that
thing is,
includes us also. We
you
have
guys
to
haven't
Yeah,
watch.
watched
includes
it.
us. Yeah,
We
we
have
haven't watched
we
it.
have to watch it.
Watch it, bro. You might like it, you might not like it, but it's still
We'll
okay
call
to
you
give
for
it a
another
shot.
episode and
Yeah,
talk about it.
I might change my opinion after after I watch it another time. So,
Yeah. No, so like I was saying, right? So
but
all these
the thing is, I'm not saying like movies like Month of Madhu are like waste of time and all that. Like I might be having certain issues, but I still like what it tried to do, and I think that attempt matters. And
Correct.
uh,
Uh,
like initially when Month of Madhu came, like the openings weren't so great enough, people haven't watched it, and the director has acknowledged it himself and all of that. But because of like a certain good word of mouth around it, which does not include me, but because of the good word of mouth around it, and because of push from creators like Ragadi and like all
yeah,
of
yeah.
that,
correct, correct, correct.
the word has gone out, and second week they have increased the shows and
Collections
more
shot
people
up.
have come in
Correct,
and
correct.
all
Yeah,
of that. So I do think that is a good trend.
that's really good. Yeah, but
No,
we
so
still
like
have
I
to.
Yeah,
was
you were
saying,
asking,
right?
sorry.
Yeah. These kind of grounded movies that come out very, and they actually find some space in the collection of good movies very rarely. But when such movies do come up, the audience they end up making fun of why is the character talking like this? Why is the character having this kind of slang, this kind of dialect? This is not suiting at all. What is the story? This is not even true. So, do you think the audience are very much like they've minimized their receptivity towards such movies, or do you think the filmmakers aren't just getting it right?
I think mostly it's the filmmakers. I think the audience get turned off if the filmmaker is not doing it right. Like
Uh-huh.
if they're using
Um,
Telangana as literally a like some kind of
like for like a
asset or an element to
So,
the movie. Like oh,
huh.
let's just have the protagonist speak Telangana now. I think audience
Like
can
how
see
in
through that.
Liger, Vijay Devarkonda is just has a statue.
Every like Liger or like Bola though is so random, bro. Like
I didn't even
Telangana,
touch that.
Like the hero speaks Telangana for like second half. So first half he
What?
speaks normal Telugu. So I'm like,
It's very saddening how a dialect or the way a character or a lead actor would speak is the filmmakers have a perception that will open up a different market for them, or this is for a different market.
yeah, I think the intent be coming from a place of like these are the stories I've heard and this is where I come from. So let me represent that. So
Yeah,
Balagam is one of that. Pareshan
correct.
is one of that.
yeah.
What else? What else? Good Telangana films have come off late.
This is one movie that Anand Devarkonda did that came out directly on Prime. What the
Maybe middle class
Middle
Middle
Class
melodies.
class
Melodies? Yeah,
melodies.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
middle class melodies.
I
That
really
was
liked it.
Guntur rooted. So
Guntur Srinivas.
Correct.
it's always fun to have like these rooted
Rooted
stories to
stories.
places, like not just like
Correct.
not like to Telangana. Like Month of Madhu has like Vizag as its root
Correct.
Hmm.
place.
Correct. Correct. Yeah.
So like that movie brings like a whole new Vizag vibe. And
Yeah.
And I am from Vizag / Sekolam, so it felt so nice. Even though I can't speak it properly, it felt so nice. Like, oh, if I were in Vizag, this is how probably
This is what you
people.
would hear in your
Yeah, so
surroundings.
it's literally like you're transported to a new place. Pareshanlo it happens, month of Madhulo, you get that whole Vizag. It's like almost the tone of the movie changes. Like you're watching like an entirely different culture or like
True,
language and
true,
all of
true.
that.
Correct, correct.
So when they do it right, it's nice. When they do it just for the sake of Shem and just have ga in front of every word, gitla, gatla, so that's like pretty. That even I can do, bro, like parody stuff. But if you really want to stay true to the thing, I think you should do it right.
Cycling back to you, and cycling back to Pitch Kathalu, I think one of the biggest collabs you've had so far in while having this process at a go was Tarun Bhaskar.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
So how did that come about? Like how did that happen?
And is there any projects on like line between you guys?
Not present. But like I knew Tarun Bas, Raviteja Girijala also edited like Pelle Chuplu and Inagram Kevendi. So
Right, right, right.
like there used to be like some common access to
Mutual.
Tarun mutual thing back then. So I knew him from then. I met him 1 2 times before collabing and all that stuff. But the thing is, he knows me. He knows that I
Right, okay,
exist,
okay.
and not like specifically or particularly. He just knows that I exist
Hmm.
as one of the editing assistants with Raviteja Girijala probably. But I made that edit for Inagram Kevendi. So this was my pre-YouTuber phase. So at one phase, I was like doing multiple like homage / tribute / fan made
Yeah,
videos
yeah,
for
correct,
different
correct.
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, yeah.
I reached a certain peak and I was like, I'm putting like 100 kilos of work and I'm getting like 10 grams as a result. So like, fuck this shit. Let me just do some crowd pleasing content. So the video that I did for Inagram Kevendi got shared by Tarun Bhaskar.
Okay,
So I
okay.
think that's when like a more serious connection has formed.
Right.
And he's been kind enough, bro. Like when I told him about like Pitch Kathalu and before he came like 2 3 Sailesh Venkatesh Maha and Sailesh
Sarish Kolanu, yeah.
Masala
Salish.
Sandeep Raj came.
Ah, right, right,
Right,
right.
right, correct. Color
So
photo.
yeah.
I think a lot of people came in season one, right? I think that just
So
slowly
season
seasoned into
one,
something.
season one load directors came. Season
Yeah.
two, my intention was to like get producers.
Producers, correct.
It all sounds so
With
impossible. It's impossible when I'm saying it right now, but back then it somehow happened, bro. I don't know how it
I think you
happened.
Yeah,
revealed the producer
exactly.
and then the
How?
person who was backing it up towards the end, right?
Yeah, the finale episode,
Finale
like the
episode.
producers came, but even before
Yeah.
that, I think Rahul Yadav came for one of the episodes, like which is
Right.
not the finale. Vinod Anantoju, Middle Class Melodies director, came because
Hmm.
he was also venturing into production at that point.
Right, right, right.
So fun times. Yeah.
So since I was following you, I was following Cricket and everything, and I was following the basic topic of Pitch Kathalu as well on Twitter. At some points, Pitch Kathalu was trending half the time, right? So,
Yeah,
and then slowly
it's
I
true.
found Sankalp.
Hmm.
And then I was constantly getting Sankalp's tweets. I saw him stressing out about, oh my God, an actor left. How will I finish? Finale is here. And everything. So I was like following an entire process. And when the finale came, I logged on to the episode. And I think I was watching it with the stream as well. And I saw the quality that Sankalp had made compared to all the other submissions.
Yeah.
This one,
Something else, bro.
this girl is winning, and I can't, there's no competition at this. And then
Yeah.
towards the end, when it was announced and everything, and then you suddenly showed Anupama Parmeshwar on the stream. Like, how did
Yeah.
that also happen?
You really can't plan this stuff, bro. These are like events that just happen, like how Rajmouli calls it జీడిపప్పులు of the screenplay. Like ఉప్మాలో జీడిపప్పులు ఎప్పుడు వస్తాయి మనకు తెలియదు. స్ట్రీమ్లో ఇట్లాంటి హైలైట్లు ఎప్పుడైతే మనకు తెలియదు.
Yeah, I mean, exactly like even for us, we never knew that we could at some point we could actually get you on the podcast. Very painful.
Yeah,
అబ్బో
correct.
nicely done.
This is no, it's actually true.
like I want to be part of making films, but in what capacity? Like definitely not as a director, or maybe I might. I don't know. At least
Like,
Ah!
hey, bro,
the thing is,
bro.
you should. The thing is, if you want to, like that's the whole. Oh, guys, we're getting into the definition of success, but I think that's what really success slash happiness and all is, right? Like you should be able to do anything that you want to do at that point of time without thinking, no, I can't do it. So if I want to, probably will, but as of now, I don't have any story to tell. Like I want to be part of other people's stories and like
In a way, looking scripts for yourself to include yourself into it, like maybe at any capacity,
no, no,
at
no.
production capacity or acting capacity.
Yeah, yeah. So production is like what I'm trying to do with Pitch
Hmm.
Kathalu pictures that
Yeah,
I'm
yeah, yeah.
getting right now. So the website is like very user friendly and admin friendly as well.
It's very
So
cute. It's very
it's
cute.
got like nice, like from the admin side, it's like a nice layout, like where you can go through all the scripts and you can shortlist. Everything is in website, within website
Okay,
you
okay,
can do.
okay.
So,
Oh, that's
and the word limit is 50 words. So whatever
oh,
you write, like the text box will only take 50 words. So
50
I'm
words.
trying to filter out the process from the filmmaker's mind only. Like he can't just
Correct.
like fucking type 500 words or whatever. Like 50 words, he has to. I'm reducing the load on me and load on him or
If
her
he writes
also.
500 words, you're not a director, you're an English teacher, correct? 500 words, that's it.
Yeah. No, I'm an English. I'm a school pune. I just like, "Oh, ఏంది నాకు అర్థం కావట్లేదు," and just throw it out. Fuck this shit. So I'm going through those pitches. I have shortlisted like 3, 4 of them so far.
Based on
Yeah.
that, you can.
And from season two and this present thing, I want to shift the focus to writing because season one and season two have been like about narrations. So all
True.
good narrations need not be good films, and all bad narrations need not make bad films. So I think if I want to be a quote unquote producer, then I should also understand judging a movie based on its script, right? So I want
Correct,
to get
correct.
better at that.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
We should actually move on to the next realm.
Yeah. So the next term is people might call you South India's Tanmay, but what is your opinion on
That's a pretty
Including ourselves.
TV9 question.
it?
I think I
Also,
haven't
like,
watched Oppenheimer too.
what? Why?
What?
Let's go. Same.
Thanks, bro, Vishnu.
The
Because
Murugatam.
I don't want to come out feeling like an idiot, bro. Like I want to
So
stay
that
in
means you
denial.
haven't watched any of Nolan's films.
I have.
Oh.
I love Nolan, guys.
Oh my god!
You just give me a review of the movies I name, and then one word jar.
One word reviews.
నన్ను మొత్తం ఇండస్ట్రీలో క్యాన్సిల్ చేయించేద్దాం ఫిక్స్ అయ్యో.
Jawan.
మోజర్ బేర్ DVD 3 in 1.
Oh,